Folks, we've got the best way to beat KARGALGAN in Season 4. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman here, coming to you today with a KARGALGAN Season 4 Battle for the Time, guys. So, guys, I must admit, this is honestly one of my favorite Battle for the Times. And really, Sunjinu Battle for the Times are honestly more so my favorite. The Hunter ones always take super long. But, guys, the recent Battle for the Time may depend your score on the latest weapons. If you had Demon King daggers, you might be able to get a shorter time. Free to play should be able to get around sub 1 minute, I do believe. We're gonna talk stats and strats, but before we get into that, make sure you leave a like on the video. It really helps the channel out. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and all that other good stuff. And we must let you guys know that a new code has dropped. We're talking 1,000 Essence Stones. Make sure you click that first link in the description to support your boy NoGoodEman on the Netmarble website. Okay, we're gonna send these codes out as soon as this video drops. We're gonna send the codes out about 6 hours after the video drops. So guys, if you're seeing this 6 hours, 12 hours, even 24 hours after the video is up, you guys can still get 1,000 Essence Stones codes. We get so many of those each and every time. But let's talk Almighty Shaman KARGALGAN. So guys, KARGALGAN Season 4. Honestly, I thought if I didn't have the Demon King daggers, I wouldn't be able to get sub-minute run. I did get sub-minute though, but how did I do it? Well, let's talk stats and strats. Now, team composition is the boy Woojin Chul, we got Kim, and then we got the boy Mean. As far as advancements on them, honestly guys, I don't think high advancements really matter because we only bring these two guys because of their break. They're both tank characters, so we're focused on their break damage. We want them to break as fast as possible. So their support skill is what we're looking at. Advancements don't affect the support skill. So guys, you can go in here with an A0 Woojin Chul, an A0 Kim. I doubt you have an A0 Kim. Let's be real, who doesn't have this man damn near A10 at this rate? But guys, as far as weapons, you already see what I'm rocking. I'm doing Steel Longsword. I do have Woojin Chul's weapon, but it's not highly advanced, so I'm probably not gonna bring it here. Now, for Kim, again, Steel Longsword. If you don't have Steel SR Longsword, you can go for just a regular sword. The reason why we do this is because of the increase the user's damage dealt to enemies that have the elemental weakness. This is honestly one of the best weapons you can use for hunters if you don't have their hunter exclusive weapon at a high advancement. And because it's an SR, because it's an R weapon, you're likely to have way more advancements on that, making that able to get you to A10, and then you can get that increase in attack, defense, and HP. So that's why I rock those on those two hunters. And then Mean, I already have his hunter exclusive weapon maxed out, but if you don't have that, you can go ahead and throw on, let's say, the book. And now for shadows here, we're definitely rocking the boy Big Rock. I cannot lie, Big Rock is one of the best shadows for Battle for the Time, I must admit. And sorry to you guys that's been watching my Battle for the Time guides and I haven't been upgrading Big Rock. I know you guys probably been screaming behind the screen. We finally got Big Rock maxed out to Elite Knight, so we're doing our best. We're getting our best foot forward. Now, let's talk artifacts. For the boy Sunjinu, we're doing 4-piece Curse, 4-piece Viridescent. 4-piece Curse is honestly one of the best sets in the game, so I don't really gotta attest to why we're doing that. And then Viri, we're doing this to shorten our cooldowns as fast as possible. For the boys Woojin Chul and Kim, I'm doing 4-piece Solid Analysis and 4-piece Peridot. Now, what I will say, if you guys are a little bit stronger than me, really quickly, if you have Pulverize on Legendary, you do not need Solid Analysis on both of these guys. You can sub one of these out for Noble Sacrifice. I unfortunately have Pulverize on Heroic, and because I have it on Heroic, that leaves like the smallest amount of break gauge, guys. It's honestly pretty annoying, but hey, you do what you can do, right? But yeah, the point is that if you do have Legendary Pulverize, you should be able to use, let's say, Noble Sacrifice on Woojin Chul or Kim. And of course you want to do this because at the 4-set effect, this is going to increase your user's attack by 8%. So honestly, you don't have to run double solid, but definitely if you don't have that, or you do have Legendary Pulverize, run Noble on one of them. You will see a even shorter run than this. And then Mean, just AP Burning Blessing. And then finally, or not finally, but second to last facet, we're talking Blessing Stones here. Double-Edged Sword, Weakness Detection, Reawakening, and Pulverize. The most important ones here, Reawakening, Pulverize. You guys want your skills back as fast as possible. This is why we're pairing it with the Viridescent set. And then Pulverize, you want this because you want to break KARGALGAN's gauge again as fast as possible. Weakness Detection and Double-Edged Sword might be able to be subbed out with any other DPS-based Blessing Stones. Think Mono Rampage, even Advanced Daggers, Bloodlust maybe. But guys, work with what you got. Now, the skills. Pay attention here because because this one might be super important depending on your rarity. As far as the break skill for KARGALGAN, we're doing Vacuum Wave. It doubly helps because Vacuum Wave is wind weakness, so that's going to help for KARGALGAN, and it doubly helps because this is going to give KARGALGAN that 10% damage increase. So we're going to be able to do even more damage to the boy KARGALGAN, and then we're pairing that with Gale. Now guys, I personally have Gale on Legendary. I have Gale on Legendary, making this level 21 because I have 2 other Legendaries, 1 other Heroic, and you can see the damage right here. 4,000 of Genu's attack, and then depending on the number of targets this skill hits, increases the damage dealt to normal monsters by 20%. I must say this skill is super clutch for phase 1. Honestly guys, phase 1 is super like, not even, I don't even gotta say there's too much RNG involved in phase 1. You're gonna see it in a bit, but I must say Gale is honestly an irreplaceable skill. And then as far as cores, I'm honestly pretty sure cores don't affect Battlefield of Time. I may be wrong on this, so take that with a grain of salt. Don't really pay attention too much there. And then as far as the weapons, finally, before we go in, Plum Sword, and then you want to pair Plum Sword with either the Demon King daggers, either the Westwind, or either the Demon King longsword. Depending on what you guys have, just try that out. Now, I personally have A0 daggers and then A5 longsword, so obviously I'm gonna get a little bit more damage if I just take the A5 longsword. If I had more advancements on the daggers, if I had the daggers even like A2, A3, I might even take the daggers. So who knows, guys? Once we do some more draws, we'll eventually get, more chances at the daggers. But guys, that is the artifacts, that is the characters, that is the builds. All that's left is the run, so let's get to it. Okay, Galg, folks, to start, we're gonna go ahead and full bloom. After full bloom, we're gonna use amplifying draw, and we're going to dash towards the middle. What we want to do here is we want to get to about this circle area. I say maybe about a block or two, so maybe this second line before this circle area. I'm facing back towards where I started, back towards the beginning, and I'm going to activate the Gale skill. Now, this is why I said Gale is just perfect, guys. Gale almost works like a Lee Bora's support skill or like a commander's touch, where it's gonna suck in the enemies. Mind you, this is doing wind damage too, so look how Gale just eliminates all the mobs, guys. Insane. This is probably one of the best phase 1s in Battlefield of Time in history. Like, in history, guys. Phase 1 is super RNG based, so I'm super happy with this. I must admit, guys, I even gotta play this back. Gale is just super broken, and I must say this might be a little bit RNG based. I do think that you want to stand again where I said about that second line. These 2 mages might be a little bit back, and then what depends is how high you have Gale as far as a rarity. Hopefully you guys have it pretty high up, but after that, I use amplifying draw again once more, and then from there, we're going to use the Demon King longsword move, and that basically gets rid of the second mob. Again, you see the damage, A5 Demon King longsword, Gale. Guys, this is super easy. Phase 1 and 2 done in 11 seconds, making this honestly one of the best Battlefield of Times because we don't have to play super long. Now, what I do here, I avoid the first circle, and you'll see why in a bit. After that, we're going to use the second one. We're gonna full bloom while getting our extreme evasion off, making us get shadow step. From there, I dash, and then I activate my supports. I'm activating Ming, getting that burning blessing effect going, and then here I'm going to activate Woojin Chul. I'm going to use armor break. We're going to basically break that KARGALGAN gauge now. Now from here, I must say right here, I was playing a little bit sloppy. I feel like I could have got maybe 50 seconds flat, but I did end up messing up my supports here. But what I end up doing here, I get an amplifying draw dash, and then I'm going to use the Demon King longsword move. I basically time it to when he's gonna break, so I end up doing a nice amount of damage here. And then we use amplifying draw once more, use the Gale move, and we crit on Gale right there, and that's just insane. And 37% HP left. He gets back up, so I know I gotta wait through these iframes. Unfortunately, I could probably kill, if I have a high amount of DPS, I could probably kill in that 40-second range area, but he has 30% HP left, so it's not possible as of yet. But we ended up shadow stepping after his Hymn of Giants move, and then we're gonna get amplifying draw going, use the Demon King longsword move, and then here it doesn't kill pretty much immediately. And then as you can see, I'm kind of out of mana, so I'm kind of in a bad situation all around, but I end up dashing once more, and then we just use Gale, and then I even summon Woojin Chul to kill, and that gets us 52 seconds on Almighty Shaman KARGALGAN. What do you guys think of the 52-second run? Go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.